Hello, this is Tajwar Ali, and you are watching my YouTube channel, The World Religions, Ideologies, and Theories. Today, I want to talk you about capitalism. Capitalism is purely an economic ideology. The word capital means wealth, money, resources, and assets, you can say. Capitalism is a purely economic system, economic ideology, which allows an individual to accumulate wealth and resources according to his wishes. Wealth and resources according to his wishes. These two are the key points of capitalism. And this ideology is exactly opposite of communism. So I would suggest you to watch my previous lecture on communism, which was delivered in Urdu language. So I have talked about communism very well. So before going through this lecture, I would suggest you to go through that lecture and then just think exactly opposite of what communism was. This through by using this method, you will understand half of the capitalism. You will understand half of this ideology if you think opposite of what communism has proposed. So this is a gist I provided you to know about capitalism. Then comes the main points, the main point of the main proposition of capitalism. As you know, in communism, no private ownership was the main proposition of communism. So, in this way, the main proposition here is private ownership. Yes, it encourages, it allows private ownership. It discourages much participation of the state, but it allows individual freedom. It allows multinationals to perform in a state. It allows, it discourages the control of state in public properties and other properties of state. According to capitalism, liberal democracy is the best form of government where people and that democracy is by the people, for the people, and to the people, with the people. So, democracy represents the wishes of people. As earlier I said, the wishes, according to one's wishes. So, democracy is a form of government by the wishes of the people. And liberal democracy is best form of government according to capitalism. Individual freedom is the crux of capitalism. Individual freedom to accumulate wealth. Then comes the history of capitalism. When we talk about history of capitalism, even it is said that capitalism was born after communism. When people were unaware about controlling commodities, controlling land properties, and other properties, at that time, resources were common, and there was a kind of communism. Nobody was controlling the resources. But after that, when the first man came to know that one can own property, one can control a piece of land, one can control a natural resource, then that point is called the birth of capitalism. When man knew that he can collect natural wealth. Then that point is called the birth of capitalism. And after that, when capitalism made people poor, and when capitalism oppressed many people, as a result of that oppression of capitalism, communism was born once again. So communism was a reaction of capitalism. And another episode starts in 19th century, where disastrous and chaotic wars were fought because of these two ideologies, communism and capitalism. Cold War, which was started in 1945 and it ended in 1992. So this Cold War is called an indirect clash of ideologies. Communism, the Eastern Bloc, which was led by USSR, were propounding communism. United States and the Western world were propounding capitalism. Finally, in 1992, communism was defeated and capitalism became the winner, and United States became the sole superpower. Many countries adopted capitalist policies and capitalist system in their countries. Yet few countries still today follow communism and socialism, and these are antitheses of capitalism and democracies. So in today's world, again it is said that there is a competition between communism and capitalism. So these are the dominant ideologies of the history, and still there are some proofs that these two ideologies are still in competition with each other. Many communists, many scholars in the world, they are criticizing on the capitalist policies and capitalism. Many scholars, they have written books, 1,000 books on the criticism on capitalism. And it is said that capitalism is an organized crime. It is also said that capitalism is an economic ideology which allows the oppression of poor people. When you ask a question to a communist writer, a scholar, then why poor people exist in the world, then surely his answer would be, poor people exist in the world because of the existence of rich people in the universe, in the world. And it is said that in the capitalism, only few people control the resources of the world, and others are facing extreme poverty. Thus, capitalism is purely an economic ideology which allows man to accumulate wealth according to his wishes. For today, it's enough, and in the next episode, I will come with a new ideology, a new theory, and a new religion. So, thank you for watching, and keep in touch with this channel. Please subscribe the channel and write comments in the comment section, and do likes or dislikes, and keep in touch with me. Thank you for listening to this lecture.